Hello everybody, Kanisha the Creator here, and I'm here today to give you my reaction to Jaidenanimations, talking about my cat again.
I was really surprised with how many people enjoyed hearing about Tostada. Like, there were a lot.
You
So it's
should.
about time
Animal
I told her
videos
story
always get
because she's
really
now gotten
popular.
even more creaturous since the last video. Tostada, we can say she's gotten very needy, as well as very comfortable with using her voice. Plenty
That's
of
just how
times where I'll
pets
be
are.
working in silence until she waltzes into the room and disturbs the peace by meowing and yelling to beg for attention. I always give in whether I have the time or not, but it's unintentionally taught her that if she just gets louder and louder, eventually she can get her scratches. By being kind,
I
I've
get
created a
that.
very pathetic and
See,
loud cat.
that's how our
Sometimes
cat
Tostada
is.
will walk
Except
upstairs
instead of
and
pets, it's
rear
more
back
of
on its
food.
mound and start
See,
echo
our cat has
pleading for
gotten
help
very
when
fat,
somebody shouts for her.
and
And when she
our
prances one
cat
way
just
into the
pretty
room
much
as if she
thinks
wants to just
if
distraught.
you
I
just
don't know if she does this
meow
because she
loud
actually
enough, he's
sluts
just gonna get
or
food
she just
anytime,
wants to
any
hear me call
place.
for her, but it happens multiple times a night. Once Tostada was downstairs and howling for me to call her, so I walked out to the area above the stairs where she could see me. But something must have not connected right in her little brain, because instead of going up the stairs that she goes up and down every day, I watched her blank little eyes glaze over, trying to compute what to do. Mom's up there. Tostada's down here.
Right, that's how it is. Come on, you got this. You got this.
Walking forward doesn't go up.
Come on, Tessana. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on. You can make it up there. You can make it up there.
Don't understand. Tostada wants to go to mom.
Okay, then go upstairs. Go up the. Oh, poor little one.
She forgot going up the stairs takes her upstairs.
Looking like she accomplished something.
Non-stop hasn't worked. Tostada started pawing at me. She's really not all that coordinated, so I'll be doing something and suddenly feel the shakiest little paw on my arm. One morning I woke
Aww.
up to a shaky paw on my face. So guess how I wake up every single day now. Tostada loves to lay on my computer because it's so warm, but since her balance is so god awful, she's fallen off way too many times for me to believe she's got any sense of cause and effect. Normally, she'll notice just a moment too late and struggle to catch herself in whatever pitiful way she can. But the most recent time, she just did not wake up at all and bounced off the floor like a bowling ball,
Oh my
glanced over her
gosh.
eyes, and all she could muster was a confused little at some point,
Oh,
Tostada
you
realized
poor.
she
Oh,
absolutely
you
loves human
poor
companions,
thing.
so she comes over and begs for them multiple times a day. This is very cute, and I love giving them to her. But there was a time I was too busy to stop what I was doing, so after meowing and shaky pawing, she discovered a new way to ask for attention, standing directly in front of my face and headbutting me in the mouth. I don't know how she consistently innovates new ways to get me to pay attention to her, but
That's
again,
just how
for
some
once,
pets' minds are. They're
she
like,
will leave a
how
rude
can I
bite.
get my
I
owner's
discovered that she
attention?
has
So
way
they'll
more
pay
annoyance
attention
when
to
Tostada
me
isn't
instead of
sitting
what
on
they're
my
doing
chair
right
with
now.
her heavy ass paws or falling off my computer. She is typically at her follow-up spot, which is curled up on my life-size furry plush. I have a
Which
furry
is
sitting behind a fluffy
absolutely
Frozen
adorable.
window, so I
I
think it
mean,
was the
come on,
perfect
think
setup
about
for her
that.
to feel
That's just so
safe and
cute. I'm
secluded
loving
while
when
also
pets
being
just
able to
curl
look out
up
the
on
window to
something.
chirp at the birds and squirrels outside, which is really cute. I didn't realize cats could do that. Eventually,
I
I
did.
think she just started
I have heard
associating
my
purring
cat
instead of
plenty of
petting
times make
because
that
she
sound, and
started
I was
sitting
like,
on another furry
what
plush
is
I
that
own.
sound?
Tostada
Is the window
loves to
open or
purr it a
something?
lot. It's her favorite and it's adorable. So one of her favorite things
Hmm.
to do is sniff. I know it's a common cat thing, but Tostada outsniffs the other cats combined by an insane margin, and for really no reason other than it brings her joy. I've walked around our home with Tostada held up as high as I can get her so she can explore all the scents she's too small to experience. I can tell she enjoys it because she purrs real loud the whole time in between
So
inhales, and I've somehow
adorable.
taught her the command wanna sniff. I'll say it while stretching out something new, and she happily prances over to take giant whiffs for a little too long. Tostada particularly enjoys sniffing fresh
which is
and
very
somehow she
strange,
spawns
and
next to me with
I
her
can't
beard, knowing I
say any of
know
my
what she
cats have
wants.
ever
I
done
swear I
that.
don't have bad breath though. Don't spin it in that direction. My breath is fine and minty and fresh.
Hey, I
It's
was
the
never
cat
gonna
that's
accuse you of
abnormal.
that.
There's only one scent she despises, and that's orange juice. Apparently,
Hmm,
cats have a natural aversion to citrus in general, but it feels like it hits
that's the first
Tostada
I've ever
harder
heard
than
of
average
that.
because she makes the most upset, betrayed face
Ooh.
before running out of the room, despite knowing the scent of orange juice and knowing she doesn't like it. She still comes over and begs to take a whiff every time orange juice is in the cup because she's completely blinded by her love of sniffing water. The result is always the same. It's like watching her be prisoner to her own mind. But one fateful day, Jacob and I witnessed Tostada encountering something even more potent and evil than orange juice.
Oh
We were cleaning up the
no.
kitchen from hanging out with
I
some
wonder what
friends
that
the
could
night
be.
before.
I'm just
Tostada
kidding. I
jumped
already
onto
know
the
what it
counter and
is, but
spotted something she's never seen
still, it's
before.
hilarious
An
to
open
pretend to
bottle
be
of
aloof.
alcoholic margarita mix. Before we could even warn her, she hopped on over, took a sniff of the opening, and I crossed my heart, I'm not exaggerating, did a backflip in revulsion. Part of me
Ooh.
felt like I failed as a cat parent to protect this innocent thing from the horrors of what true stench could look like. And the other part of me was just laughing on the floor.
I mean,
It was so
fair
funny. You
enough.
guys already know
Fair
Tostada
enough.
is super paranoid with noises. There's not a single sound she doesn't think means instant threat. But I should mention there's an asterisk because for some reason any noise I make is completely fine. Jacob scoots the chair a bit, deer in headlights. I open mouth sneeze in her face, must have been the wind. The plush falls off the shelf and lands softly on the carpet, running for her life. I suddenly burst out into
That
a
is
coughing fit.
absolutely
Doesn't
hilarious
even
how
care.
that
Doesn't care.
happens. I mean,
Doesn't care. Might
seriously, you
actually
make a
be
sound,
barely
nothing.
sleeping to the fact
Anybody
that
else or
Tostada
any other
barks
thing
when I
makes
get
a
sick.
sound,
Even
then
though I'm
scared for
coughing
her
and
life.
hacking and sniffling at full volume, the only thing she cares about is that I'm in bed all day, which means she gets to cuddle way more than normal. I really enjoy it. She
Sorry
quickly
about that,
permanently holds
guys.
and bodies
My
while
niece is
also
over
the only
here
complaint
and
I get
she
from
will
her
be making a
is
lot
when
of
I
noise.
go
I
a
might have
little
to
too
pause
long
this and
where she
split
gets
this into two
inside
parts.
like I'm ruining our awesome little field fixation day together. But besides that, this cat is scared of everything else that does not pertain to me. When I got the Tostada plush in the mail, she actually hated it and wouldn't go anywhere near the thing. Her tail got real big and fluffy, and her eyes somehow got even rounder as she froze in fear for her survival against herself.
I
For
am
some
so
reason, she
going to
doesn't get
buy that
bored.
plushie.
I'll talk to my
I'm
friends
probably going to
all the
buy
time
2
about
sets
making
of
the
those
Tostada
plushies.
plush. My overall findings estimated around a 50-50 split on whether a cat will love the Tostada merch plush or try to gouge out its jugular. I unironically think the giant cartoon eyes perfectly trigger their built-in instinct to say this stuffed animal is a giant predator. So all I'm saying is if you get the Tostada plush, that's now an evergreen product on my merch site, just to see if your cat is a Tostada lover or hater, you'd be contributing to the community field research. It was a bit
Hey, fair
haunting
enough.
last
I will
summer, so I
contribute.
turned on my ceiling fan for the first time. Tragically, since Tostada's never seen it move before, she was petrified and refused to come into my bedroom anymore. Normally, her fears don't interrupt her or my daily life, but I was really upset she wouldn't fall asleep curled up on me anymore. The fear of the
Hmm.
in-motion fan overpowered her love of bedtime, and it was a dark period for the household. Eventually,
Trust
I
me,
was able to
Tostada,
convince
it's
her to the
nothing
fan, but
scary.
she still needs to look directly at it for a bit every once in a while to make sure it isn't gonna fall down and slice us into cubes. How ironic it is that my birds, who can be killed by a ceiling fan, have no fear of them at all, but my cat, who cannot be killed by the ceiling fan, needed exposure therapy. I think the absurdly
Well,
wacky stuff
sometimes.
Tostada is actively terrified of is Frasier after he gets a haircut. Once a year, we take Frasier to get his fur shaved down because it gets way too long for him to take care of, and he quite literally will try to slit our wrists if we try to brush him. It's been the best
Well, I
Tostada
guess some
overall,
cats
but
just don't like that
excluding
kind of thing.
Tostada because she suddenly doesn't recognize him anymore in the slightest,
Oh,
and
poor
is
Tostada.
horrified at
Look
the
how
scary
scared
little
she
intruder in her
looks.
home. From her point of view, she witnesses her best friend get hauled out the door and go missing for an
Oh,
Again,
nice
some of
reference.
this happened
I know
so
what webtoon
small
that
that
kind
she
of
actually winked
referenced.
at him, and up until that point, she hadn't hissed at anything. So I knew she was going through levels of distress she's never experienced in her tiny sheltered life. And to try
Oh,
to mediate and help her realize the scary flat cat was actually her buddy Fraser all along. Tosada, you love Fraser. He's been around all your life. You cuddle on the couch together all the time. Just take a sip. I assume it's probably in the shampoo that the groomer
yeah.
washes away
Unfamiliar
the
scent,
familiar scent. And then,
and
of
the
course, it's
creature looks
chlorine.
way
So
different
nothing
than the
about
other
Fraser's
creatures that
direct
he's been
backstory
with.
Tostada at
Yeah,
all anymore.
obviously,
We quite
hiss
literally
and
only
run
have
away.
an entire week for him to grow his fur back out a little and have his natural smell return. Of course, Fraser's very vain, so he takes a hit to his ego every time Tostada freaks out and runs away from him. I've watched
Oh,
so many times
poor
as he
thing.
tries to show her that he's the same old Fraser. He'll sit in the doorways of rooms she's in, slowly try to approach and get close to her, but every time it's the same story. It's not a great week for anyone. Despite Tostada's
Yeah, it's not
fears
a
and
great week
general
for anyone.
anxiety, there
But you gotta
is a ray of
admit,
hope amongst it
sometimes it
all.
is
I
funny
have no idea
to see
how
these
or
kind of things.
why, but Tostada gets brave at night. We could have friends over all day and not see a
Very
single Tostada
understandable. My
sign.
cat
But once the
Midnight was
clock
like that all
strikes
the time.
9
During
p.m.,
nighttime,
suddenly
Midnight
there's a
would be
little
fine.
silhouette
During the
staring at us in the
daytime,
doorway.
downstairs
As
all
long
the
as
time.
it's nighttime and the noise is bearable, Tostada will come out to greet and sniff and rub up on the people she was previously terrified of for reasons I have yet to understand. I know cats like quiet at night and
To
stuff,
be
but
honest,
Tostada
yeah,
suddenly
some
sheds
cats,
all
they're
of her
brave at
sadness
night.
and crippling anxiety in an instant and becomes a completely different cat. My only working hypothesis is that she gains strength knowing her beloved bedtime is right around the corner and that
That makes perfect
somehow
sense. I
acts
can
as a
totally
point of
understand that
pure
happening.
courage. But I don't know. I just really think she somehow decided nighttime was safe and there's no reason behind it because her brain is an enigma. I'm glad she can defeat the
Yes,
voices
an
though. We always
enigma.
make sure she gets lots of hugs and kisses every time, so it really encourages her. All right,
Well,
so
I'm
a
glad
minute
it
ago
does
Tostada was
encourages her
wheezing
to
every
do
once in a
stuff.
while, so I took her to the vet, who diagnosed her with light bronchitis. I assumed it was
Oh,
because she went through a phase where she would eat dust. They prescribed her some antibiotics, and it was then my responsibility to make sure she eats a pill twice a day for the next week. As you
okay,
can
fair,
imagine,
fair. That
being
makes
that this
sense.
was
Perfect
Tostada's
sense.
first time having medicine, it was not going to be easy for both of us. The first
Oh,
attempt
yeah,
was
that's true. That makes
a
sense.
learning experience. I managed to get the pill in her mouth and did the little trick where you rub a cat's throat to make sure they don't spit it back up. But since I just gave her the pill with no treats or anything, I watched as she gagged at the taste of it for a bit. It was not pleasing to look at. I felt really bad. Determined to try
Oh,
this
I
for
bet
a
that
better
would be
experience,
pretty
I
bad.
decided to put the pill in a small ball of cheese. You know, cats love a little cheese treat. Except Tostada, because of course she's not normal in even that regard. This so-called
Which is
cat hasn't
absolutely
shown a
crazy.
single shred of interest in human food ever, because I don't think it registers in her mind what we eat is also food she could technically also eat, and it objectively tastes better in every aspect. It's been great because she never begs for food, unlike others. But now,
Yeah.
when I present to her a tasty cheese ball with absolutely no antibiotics in it, she has no idea what to do with it. Eats dust and gives herself bronchitis, but doesn't want to eat cheese. So I was left to force feed cheese twice a day to the only animal in the world that doesn't want cheese. She's all
Oh,
better now,
brother.
and I would bet money
I
she'll be
can't
around
imagine
all
that.
about
That
a
is
week where
just
I
so
suddenly turn evil
poor
really soon.
cat.
But walking me into her
Not
presence was
understanding why
useful,
is
made
my
me feel
owner
like I was
feeding me
dragging her down
cheese?
to hell twice a day. Jacob and I were going on a long road trip and planned on taking the cats with us. Taylor and Fraser have experienced both being in a car and being in a car for an extended amount of time before, but we knew poor Tostada was gonna struggle. The main question was, how upset was she gonna be? Tostada is a homebody. She has no
Yeah,
desire to ever leave the house, does not want to experience anything
I
new,
know
hates
cat.
anything
I
that
know
has
a
to do
cat
with
like that.
outside. If it were up to her,
That's the
every day
cat
would be the exact
Midnight who
same.
used to be in
Every
our
day would be
house,
controlled and
but
predictable, zero
well,
adventure at all,
I guess
forever
I
and
gave
ever
her away.
because she has no concept of time and death.
Well,
We
him
knew
away.
ripping her away from her beloved home just for a bit to sit in a loud, scary vehicle that carries her
I love that she actually drew it like an actual monster truck.
Not her preferred way to spend the day. We packed up the cats in their carriers and didn't even get fully out the door until Tostada let out the loudest howl I believe a cat can physically make. This might be the worst day of her entire life. On the road, we let
I
the cats
mean,
do
if
their
she's
thing so
making
they could
that
get
big
as
of a
comfortable as
meow, I
possible.
think
Razor sat outside
it
on the
probably
lawn
is
and
the
used
worst
the
day for her.
co-pilot to the ride. Taylor sat in the back on top of all her snacks and bags, creating her own little cove of solitude. And Tostada hid in the dark under the dusty seat. After a few hours with not a single peep or sign of life, I decided to drag Tostada out from under the chair, both to try and convince her to sit with the rest of us and also do a wellness check for my own sake. I peeled her out from the floor and oh my god, are you crying? Tostada's
Oh,
humongous eyes
little
were wet and
thing.
glossed
It's
over,
okay,
and she had a
Tostada. It's
single
just a
tear
ride.
running
It's
down her
nothing that's
cheek. This
scary.
poor thing was so heartbroken over the car ride. She was defying her biology and crying tears of sorrow. This absolutely was the worst day of Tostada's life. She will never be able to
I am sorry,
appreciate how
guys. I am
lucky
being
she
such a
is that the
sucker. I
worst
can't
thing
help
to
it.
ever happen to
I'm a
her
cat
is a
lover.
ride in the car. After a while, she did start emerging to look out the window and wander a bit before going back under for a few more hours. Maybe she was just checking if she'd somehow been magically teleported back home.
Yeah, sorry,
Back
Tostada.
into the chair
That's
for more
not
fun.
how that
At
works.
least she wasn't crying alone on the floor anymore. The sun started setting and the day was fading away as we drove onwards until. Oh, hi, Tostada. What's got you climbing around and exploring? Oh my god, she's brave at night, even in the car. I just do not know what
It's
comes over
absolutely
Tostada at
crazy.
night. At this
Brave at
point,
night
I
at
don't think
home,
there's a
brave at
single day
night
she
in the
backs out
car.
from as long as the
Nighttime
moon and stars are
is
out.
when
She
she
was
is the
hovering around top of the
bravest.
windows, even though she couldn't see anything because it was all pitch black now. Happily climbed over to the passenger seat to sniff around, started meowing and chatting up a storm, kept trying to weasel her way into my lap to take a closer look at the gas pedal. Despite me knowing everything about this cat, every habit, every trait, every quirk, downloaded and forever locked into my mind, I just don't understand how. How is she her own being? She has her own little consciousness in that smaller than average skull of hers that makes her live her own life and makes her own decisions, even though they're very dumb. She shares the same world I do,
Oh,
and yet
yeah.
she digests it so differently. How can a creature like her even exist? And how did I get so fortunate to be the one that has her?
The
Tostada
universe
experienced
decided
so many
that
pointless fears and
you
harmless
deserve to
anxieties
have a
that stick
cat
with her
and
until
a
the final days. But her
loving and maybe
unwavering
sometimes needy
happiness and
cat.
joy pierces through all of it effortlessly. And it makes me so proud knowing I'm the one that's giving her this perfect little life. Every day I think about how lucky I am to have the perfect cat made for me. No one
And
else
I'm
could possibly
glad that you have
understand
that.
and treasure her more.
I'm glad that
Tostada
you
was
have the
simply
perfect
meant
cat for
to
you.
be mine.
And I hope you
We
make
made each
another
other
tostada
so happy.
video because
If you
I
haven't seen the new
absolutely
horses,
love
they'll take
all
you
the
wherever. But
tostada
Lord Park's
videos that
put
you
together
make.
a really fun lineup of new
And I
tostada and
love making
Aviara
reactions to
keychains,
those
Hawaiian
videos.
shirt, beach towel, and fanny
And look at
pack.
all
It
those
all goes
cute
away on August
pictures.
10th,
Look
which,
at
as of right now,
tostada.
if you're me posting this video, is in a few days. So you should probably run over to Jaidenanimations.com right now if you're even thinking about grabbing anything. Just a peek won't hurt, right? Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed me just talking
You're
about my pitiful
welcome.
little cat again. I will tell her that you all say hello. Alright, bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye. Anyway, guys, that was my reaction to Jane Animations talking about my cat again. Like I said, I love watching her videos about her talking about tostada. I hope y'all all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also watch Jada Animations video if y'all haven't already.